It wasn't that long ago that I featured two dive watches from a Canadian brand that takes their inspiration from Japan. Today we're taking a look at 4 more watches from that brand with stone dials. And this is an everyday watch that gets some really beautiful details on some stone dials. And I have 4 of the colors to show you guys hands on. So let's flip the camera and take a look at 4 different stone dials from the brand Makoto. They're going to be making 2 different sizes of this watch. This is the 39mm version. I have 4 dials to show you guys. They're also going to be making a 37mm version. I have 2 dials to show you, but I actually just have the dials. I don't have the watches, but I will show you the dials at some point during the video. This is the blue lapis in 39mm. It comes in at around 38.7 millimeters wide is what I measured. And then you have around a 46mm lug to lug and an 11mm thickness with a 5mm crown. The blue lapis and the malachite get gold tone indices and hands. The red agate and the meteorite get silver tone. So there's a difference there. All 4 of them get a loomed chapter ring. And the chapter ring is really just a solid piece of loom with a little bit of the same color metal. So if the indices are gold, that little chapter ring is in gold. So there's a ring of gold around. And then if it's in silver, you have silver. You also have color matched date wheels, and those are in a little window down at the 6 o'clock position. And again, you get a nice surround around that window. There is some loom on the primary indices, so that 12, 9, and 3. I don't think there's any other loom on the dial. And then of course, the hands are loomed. You have skeletonized broad arrow hands is how I would describe these. Very cool. I think you get a little bit of loom in the pip on the seconds hand, but I am not entirely sure, but we will do a loom shot towards the end of the video. And then you are also, of course, getting their applied logo at the 12 o'clock position. Out of the 4 that I have, I would say it's either the malachite for me or the meteorite dial. The meteorite dial is really beautiful as well, but the green malachite with the gold tone hands and indices looks really good. It pairs really well. And overall, I love the look of malachite. It's a very nice color. And of course, you have a little bit of a pattern to it. It sort of looks like darker and lighter. I like the look of malachite in general. You do get to see the movement from the back. The movement inside this watch is a Miyota 9000 series, the 9015, because you do have that date at the 6 o'clock position. You have a solid 3-link bracelet with quick release, and you have solid end links. These do come with straps as well. I'll throw up a picture of the straps if I have them. I don't believe I do, but I will if I do have them. And then you have clasps that have on-the-fly micro adjust. So solid milled clasps with a really nice push button version of on-the-fly micro adjust. And that means when it's all the way out, you could push it in while it is on wrist, which I love. And then of course it is signed with their logo, the M logo right there. This is the red agate, so this gets the silver tone hands and indices. One thing that I really love about the case design here, you have these scalloped portions of the case. It's primarily polished. If you flip it over, you look at the crown side, you have those portions there as well that are scalloped. It adds something to the case that's a little bit different. I like that. You also have a sign crown, and I do want to mention that you have screwed links in the bracelet. So a very nice bracelet on here, very compact clasp. Overall, a very good look to the watch. And there is the meteorite. Now, I don't believe this is any more expensive than the other versions that I just showed you. So if you want the lapis blue, the malachite, or the red agate, they are all the same price, which is kind of crazy because meteorite is usually a lot more expensive. And I kind of like this one because you have that silver on silver on silver. So you have that silver dial, that meteorite dial, the silver tone hands and indices, and then of course you also have a stainless steel case. So everything really is like a monochromatic look to it. I like that, and I think these are very good looking everyday watches. You do get 50 meters of water resistance with these. A little bit more water resistance would be welcome, but these are technically, I would say, dress watches. They are thin, they have stone dials, and I think they're meant to be more of office watches, like a dress-up watch, something that you would wear with a suit. And then finally, the 37 millimeter versions I don't have, but I do have two of the dials that will be in the 37 millimeter versions, turquoise and the pink mother of pearl. I'm not sure if that is geared towards women, although I could see a man wearing a pink mother of pearl dial. It really doesn't matter all that much. I'll do close-ups of these dials as well. It looks like you're getting gold tone indices and hands for the turquoise, and then of course with the pink you're getting silver. And there is the meteorite on my 7.5 inch wrist. Like I was saying before, this is the 39 millimeter version. I measured it in at 38.8 millimeters. The red agate could be the sleeper hit out of the bunch. A very interesting tone. It's almost like a red-orange tone. And like I was saying, this is a 39 millimeter version, so 38.8. You have an 11 millimeter thickness and a 46 millimeter lug to lug. Malachite green never disappoints. I think malachite always looks more expensive than it actually is, especially when you pair it with gold tone indices and hands. It looks a lot more expensive. And blue lapis is definitely a crowd pleaser. Everybody loves a blue dial. It's a really deep blue dial paired again with the gold tone indices and hands. I think it looks great on my 7.5 inch wrist. Really quick, let's do a lume shot. Well, there you go. Lume definitely doesn't disappoint. It's a very interesting lume shot because you have just a ring of lume. The indices are lume, but only at the 9, 12, and 3. The dates are lume, but very faintly lumed. So there is a little bit of lume. It's kind of weird. It does fade pretty quickly. I'm not sure if that's something that they're actually going to put into the production models, but hey, I welcome lume in any form, so it looks pretty cool. And then of course you have lume on the seconds hand. That's in the form of a pip. You really don't even need it because that pip goes over that ring of lume and it has sort of a negative effect at the same time. So you could definitely see that your watch is working in the dark. 4 great dials, really great lume, really nice package. You're getting this with the bracelet and the strap on the Fly Micro Adjust, the Miyota 9000 series with a custom rotor. It's thin, 11 millimeters thin, and overall, I think a very good looking watch. These are coming in at $579. These are going to be on Kickstarter, and I think they're definitely worth it. Tell me what you guys think down in the comments below. I want to hear from you guys. I will put a link to their Kickstarter down in the description. Definitely check them out if you are interested. Anyway, guys, thank you for logging on. Thank you for watching this video. I will catch you guys in the next video.